true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime.
Honorable C notes.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up. Win it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember the was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Then we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up. Walk in. Show up. Bet. Hold up. Glow up. Boy,
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Falcons coming in at 6-2, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 6-2.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because they won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Jones now in motion left. And a give this time to the tailback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Let's go!
Now back to throw. Muscles him off. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Room to run inside the 40. And he's got room. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
To throw. Buying time to his left. From the left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, eh.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Shelby. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out. drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Handoff as they run the counter play. Bulldozes past him. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. So how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Taking it about the 16. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Let's go! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw. And this one caught by Des Bryant. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. A first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they try the right side here. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field. So he's looking for anyone to throw the football to. But he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it. But he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Here we go.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, as time expires in the first half, and the Cowboys are in for 6. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 1-9. Ohio.
And he's got his man on the out route. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Cowboys on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now they'll run it on the toss. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. to throw here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Dancing to his left. And some room to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The rookie from UCLA, Tech McKinley. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's go. Let's go. 58.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And the wideout in motion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go. 58. 58.
Now back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run. Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. In motion left comes Bryant. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.